If you're struggling with how to do darts, here's how I do mine. I start by using the lines that I marked earlier as guides on where to push the pin through and to push the pin out of. And trust me, this does make a difference, even though I don't know why. I push all the pins through like that until I get to the dot at the end that I marked earlier. Also, I'm completely self-taught, so this is just how I do it. I don't know if it's perfect. And then once I get to the dot at the end, I kind of flatten it all out, push the pins all the way through. It seems like a lot of unnecessary steps, but it has made a difference in the way my darts turn out. And the very last pin, I try to make sure that it goes right through the dot. And once you're ready to sew, you want to make sure that you're sewing towards the dot that you marked. You're going to want to backstitch and just sew with your regular sewing settings that you normally would. And then once you get close to the end, you're going to want to change the setting on your machine, the stitch length. I don't really put it on a specific number, I just lower it. And then once you get even closer to the dot that you marked, you can turn it all the way to 0 if you want. And then you just kind of like pull the fabric. You're going to really have to pull it. And I just try to make it end as gradually as possible, and you do not backstitch on this part. Make sure you leave the threads long enough to tie off. Usually tie like 2 or 3 knots before I cut the thread. When I'm ironing, I like to pull on the sides of the dart to make sure that there's no weird crease in the front when you're done. And then there you go, you've got nice looking darts. I think they turn out a lot better than mine used to, so hopefully this was helpful if you're just starting out trying to figure out how to do darts. I basically just learned from YouTube videos and a lot of trial and error. Maybe I'll keep doing these like mini tutorials through the whole process of making this dress.